Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the RSA in here. It's me. This is my first YouTube video, and I figured as my first YouTube video, why not mix top 5 things that I want to see in Tekken 7? So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. These are the things that aren't really under Namco's control. The first thing I want to see is Tekken tunes and the ability to play your own music from whatever source it may be in Tekken as you play the game. But the only problem with this is Sony's policy doesn't really allow for that. I think they don't really allow for you to store music on the PS4. I'm not too sure about Xbox, I haven't done my research, but I'm very sure that it's possible on PC, so hopefully they at least do Tekken tunes or allow you to play your own music when you're on PC. That would be great. That'd be golden. Alright, the second thing is also out of Namco's control is crossplay across all consoles and all systems. This would be really great. Max made a good video about this, and so did the Iron Fist Hermit. They discussed their points a lot better, but it would be good for the community to have like a large pool of people to play against, you know. I know that there's a stigmatism about PC gamers being cheaters, but listen, I want to play people in Tekken. I want to dominate as many people as possible. So that would be nice. Alright, now onto the actual list. Number 1, and this is something a lot of people have asked for, a fun game mode like Tekken Ball or Tekken Bowl. These were fun additions included in previous Tekkens. I think Tekken Bowl was in Tekken Tag 1 and Tekken Ball being in Tekken 3. Wow, pronouncing this is hard. My bad. This would be fun because you come to the game for a reason other than just, playing the fighting game, right? But yeah, it'd be nice. And I remember at EVO, Michael Murray was discussing ideas such as Tekken Tennis and Tekken, what was that one? Tekken Golf, and that'd be really fun. I don't want Tekken Tennis or Tekken Golf to be the way Tekken Bowl was, because Tekken Bowl was just a bowling game, but just reskinned as Tekken. I want it to be more like Tekken Ball was, which is a really cool reimagining of volleyball in the Tekken way of doing it with damage and life bars. That was really cool, actually. Hopefully they'll be able to do something similar. It doesn't need good graphics or whatever, I just want it to be fun. Alright, that was number 1. Now, number 2 is a while ago where Harada showed that both players in an online match can play on the left of the screen. This is old news. I think it even comes from early 2015. Both players can play on the left side of the screen. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, so if the camera can do that, maybe people can buy stage skins as DLC. I could see this also happening. The reason I say stage skins and not new stages is because stage skins they're not going to be a problem. They don't split the community. They just reskin a stage and make it look different, And it would be nice if Namco could sell that. That way they can make a little bit of extra cash while still having stage skins, and that'd be really fun for everybody, You could buy these things, choose your stage skin for a particular stage, for your console at least, and then yeah, play away. If Tekken Tunes isn't a thing, that maybe you'll be able to download the DLC music for previous Tekken games like Tekken 3 soundtrack, Tekken Tag 2 soundtrack, and Tekken 6's soundtrack on all of those games. Like, maybe we'll be able to download those and play those in the background. That'd be really, really sweet. So yes, hopefully they do that as well. Alright, number 3 is new online modes. Now, while fighting somebody in player match or ranked match is kind of fun and very stressful, I really would like to see a different structure to the player matches. I really would like to see a team versus team sort of thing going on, where it's like a tournament. It's 5 versus 5 matches happening simultaneously, all on different screens, so no one's a spectator. So it'll be 5 people from this team versus 5 people from this team. If all 5 people in one team win, yeah, they get a reward. The reward could be something like skins, customizations, money. It's like team battle in offline, how you have 8 aside, but happening at the same time. So let's say if 2 people from the other team win and 3 people from this team win, then those 2 and those 3 will have to duke it out some more. Like they could alternate or whatever. Like they should switch characters so that you fight a different guy. And if those 2 people from that team win against those other 2 people, it'll become 2 versus 1, and then 1 person fighting those other 2. I think that would be a very nice challenge and a nice structure. It'd be a fresh take on the Tekken online experience, you know. The next thing I wanted to say is unlocks for finishing the game multiple times with 1 character. Now, this is something I have wanted in Tekken since Tekken 3, or Tekken 4 actually. I wanted to be able to say, alright, I'm gonna finish this game once with Steve, and you unlock a character ending, which is all fine and good. And then when you play it the second time, that's it. You've already exhausted that avenue of entertainment, you know? So I thought that that's not really nice. so I would like the incentive to play the game offline more. Alright? So I want to say, let's say, if I decide to play the game a second time with Steve, I'll unlock a costume that I wouldn't have been able to unlock if I hadn't played the game twice with Steve. So then I get that costume. And then finishing the game with Steve third time would give me something like a second ending cinematic or more customization, or maybe unlocking things like to see how the game was made, concept arts and stuff like that, having that on disc so you can use it, you know, and watch it, and you know, just generally enjoy the game, creative process behind it as well. I like to see that on the disc. It's a nice addition to the game for me. It made games like Uncharted 2 and God of War 3, maybe that wasn't 3, I don't really remember, but it made games like those really worth playing. The 4th time you play the game with Steve, you fight literally the most impossible to defeat version of a boss character, like Ultra Mokujin or something. But in the end, you get a massive reward, like a complete character reskin. If you're playing as Steve, you get a completely different character model, like a completely different model that you play with. It's not Steve anymore. We can say it's something like maybe Steve's boxing trainer, you know, a completely random character. Or if you play with Gigas, you get Marduk or something like that. I want like something that huge, like a completely different and new character model that you can play as. If you were playing with Julia, you get JC's costume or something like that. That's a huge incentive to finish the game 4 times with a specific character. That way you just get a brand new model and a brand new character you can play with. Then the 4th thing is co-op Tekken Force. The reason I say co-op is because it's much more fun. I can see it being much more fun as co-op. If you've played a game called The Warriors, you know what I mean. The Warriors was a co-op game, co-op beat-em-up style game with grapples and a lot of complication to it. It was a really fun game. So Tekken Force would be really fun in that format. But I also want more depth to the Tekken Force mode, because if you played Scenario Campaign in Tekken 6, you can see that it got quite repetitive quite quickly. With the same gameplay style I think it was over maybe 30, probably 40 stages. It got quite repetitive. Like there was no variation in the gameplay. Like I want variations like jump to avoid a certain attack, solve this puzzle while there's enemies busy pouring in, time challenges like areas within stages that are very time specific, you know. Let's say you shouldn't hit this character because they're a civilian, and if you hit them, let's say 5 times, then you fail the mission and you have to restart. You know, I want some serious variety in the gameplay. I don't want it to just be beat 'em up, because that got pretty dull. Do things that wouldn't have happened within the normal Tekken gameplay, you know, to make it a lot more fun. I would really like to see that. Finally, for the 5th point, I have random collectibles in the middle of stages. Now, the reason I have this is because if you remember and think back to Tekken Revolution, there were these things called blood seals which help you unlock Eliza, right? And I thought that would be a really cool idea to unlock Devil Kazumi with, as I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to play with her. So I was thinking that in the middle of some fights, maybe in offline or online, whatever, however Namco decides to distribute them. Like if you're playing online, you'll see like a Kazumi piece in the middle of the stage, and then you and all of a sudden you and your opponent are gonna have to cooperate so that you can get the Kazumi piece, so that you can both get Devil Kazumi. And let's say if a fighter already has Devil Kazumi, then In that case, the Devil Kazumi pieces will give them customizations for Devil Kazumi. So, like, in other words, without those Devil Kazumi pieces, you won't be able to even get customizations. I think that would be a great idea, but I think getting them online should be more rewarding than getting them offline. There should be a lot of Kazumi pieces that you need, and it should be impossible to get it otherwise. That way it makes her a really special character, similar to Eliza. And if you lose too much online or offline, you lose some of your Kazumi pieces, so it keeps you playing so that you can keep your Kazumi intact, your Devil Kazumi intact. Oh, one thing I should explain is that these customs should be specific to specific game modes, so if you don't get them through this way, you're not going to get them. Like, it's not possible to get the customizations any other way in Tekken 7. So yes guys, this has been the RSAN, aka Egg Smash, although the RSAN is for my gaming channel. And I hope you enjoyed these ideas. I know I'm not quite that good at speaking, but have mercy, bye, enjoy your day, and remember, we are Tekken.